quarters, and the loser is going home. Speaking of not losers, but great people, I do have Jackie Chanders.
Well, thank you very much. I've really appreciated it. That could have gone a whole number of ways. And Freiburg opening up, taking down Jax. We don't even get any chance to intro anything here, Moses. We're just right into the game, and you know, a bit of a divided desk there. Chad thinking heroic, Maniac thinking G2.
I like the Chad prediction. He's ready to watch the world burn, and I can really appreciate that. It's a good style to bring out. Freiburg obviously wants to take this. It's an immediate kill on towards Jax, and now we see G2 try and relocate, and they're shifting back and forth. They're not entirely sure where they want to go, and all this movement, because you have to stay so silent. This is a lot of time, and they have to be aware that there's no aggression down these stairs. Clearing all the corners. Shocks, Amanek, and Kenny S getting ready to attack the B bomb site. A small fake from Lucky over towards A has pulled NATO Safix off the B bomb site. It's just Freiburg, and he's got 3 to contend with. He needs a kill quickly. He got the first in the round, and he's running out of ammunition. They're close up, but reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, good shot from NATO there, taking down Kenny at least. The bomb will be planted, and actually a couple of AGs rolling in. Amanek up close, and he's just running them down. They were all focused on that bomb site, and just like that, it is completely collapsed here on Heroic. Stavin, the only one left, trying to see if he could make his way in. He actually gets the kill on Amanek. That's kind of surprising.
Well, I mean, no one was even fast enough to respond to Amanek's play. That was great. No one looking along that left side along the wall. Now, all you can really do is smoke off the bomb, and I don't even think that smoke made it far enough. That is not going to do anything for you. Trying to give him some space to cross into the site. It was a desperate situation. G2 take the pistol round despite losing the opening kill to Freiburg very early on. Nice fake that they throw.
Yeah, Freiburg really stayed alive as well for a long time on that bomb site when they were rushing him down.
Yeah.
So, but still, it wasn't enough anyway. That one Molotov, you mentioned it over at the A bomb site, that really did a fair bit to pull some of the Heroic players away.
Yeah, just gave them the smallest window into that bomb site, and they took real advantage of it. So, second round investment across the board from Heroic, upgraded pistols and that scout on S-Tag, as you can see. Lucky is currently just looking for pushes at this bomb site, but a pretty patient round so far from G2. Shocks, Kenny S, and Jax starting to work their way up towards the A site, slowly but surely. A lot of stacks that they have to clear out.
This is what we've seen pretty much all throughout. Playing T-side on Vertigo is just running, doesn't make a lot of sense. You can creep pretty close to the bomb site without spending a lot of utility, unless you really want to.
These rounds seem to be like very, very calm for a long period of time, and then just an intense amount of action, right? And as they attack the bomb site, here we go. It looks like they want to go through the gap in the wall, and they've already made their way through. A couple of them, a few swing out wide as well to distract the defenders. No smokes in their face whatsoever, so the confusion was necessary. And at this point, Heroic, with no kits and with this level of investment, you might just want to save these guns.
Yeah, definitely no reason. I mean, I think it makes sense to snipe away at a distance, but if they put up a wall of smokes, which I guess they don't really have any more smokes left, but if they get up there and get the bomb down, probably better to just leave it alone and not really commit too much to it. So I would agree with that.
It's crazy how much they're sticking around, though. They're going to lose a lot. They don't even have time to get the defuse. They have so many kills to find, and they're going to lose all. Oh, actually, it's inside the smoke, and it's just not going to happen. Too many players still alive for G2 to shut that down. Some final kills at the end is all they can hope for, and that's not even going to happen. So they lose a lot in a really attempted miracle defuse.
Yeah, that would have been. I mean, that was next level, wasn't it? If they were going to try and pull that off. I'm fine with being optimistic, Moses. You know me, but
you are a pretty optimistic person.
But that was stretching it, wasn't it?
That really was. Especially with 5 players still alive for G2. Either way, just the scout is brought forward into the next round. Everyone's sitting around $2,000 to $2,400 in the Heroic side of things. So next round will be a buy. Plenty of MAC-10s picked up by G2 to really milk the bonus money. There's the first. Lucky's been brought so low, though, so he's going to back off. It'll be one of the other MAC-10s to take his position. And indeed, even G2 just already pressuring this A bomb site and seeing absolutely no presence. There's not a singular defender at this bomb site.
You know how optimistic I am, Moses? I still believe in the back of my mind. I still think one day Sigourney Weaver will come back and do another Alien movie. She should. You know, just forget about that last one.
Yeah.
And then just do another one in the style of the first 2 or 3. That would be fine.
How do you like the new Aliens? You like them?
No.
Okay. We don't have to go deep into it. That was a pretty convincing no.
Yeah.
Seems to be a sore subject for you.
It is, unfortunately.
Well,
Good kill with the scout, I appreciate that. But once again, they don't really have the time to go for any kind of a defuse, and instead they might just be giving away a couple of guns here. Actually, Freiburg picking up an AK-47, so maybe that's cool.
Yeah, actually, the fact that they let him get away, I even had to move forward into where G2 might have been to take that gun away, so that's actually a pretty nice find for Freiburg right at the end. Bit of a loss for G2, but regardless, they're up to 3 rounds to the 0 of Heroic. Off to a very, very good start. Good amount of cash built up, especially on Almanek. He's got 7,300, Lucky with 6,600. And they're going to keep those MAC-10s, because why not? When you do these big set pieces at the A bomb site, you can send the MAC-10s charging through. You can have them be the first ones in. It's not too big of a risk with that kind of gamble with the spam through smoke.
May even be an advantage sometimes when you sort of flash your way through some of those smokes and just go for it.
Yep.
So, yeah, I have no problem with that at all. Round number 4, though. Who do you think is going to win this? You never said, I think. Who do you want to win it, Moses?
I would like to see Freiburg in the playoffs again. But I'm not really against... Ooh, this is kind of cool. Boost up. That's a new way to attack this bomb site. Don't think we've seen that yet. I've guessed very few Vertigo games. Great entry from Jack, so that boost, allowing them to sneak up very close, but the AUG holding the line, almost able to get a third. And it's the MAC-10s. They can't do that much at this range. Not able to get them involved in the action, and Kenny S is going to come in late. It's a 2-on-3.
Probably an AK they can pick up on the ground there, so maybe Amanek could upgrade that, but he seems to be sneaking around the back, and that's going to be a problem. There's a lot of time here. If Kenny could make a little bit of noise, I was going to say, I would have thought Amanek would have kept pushing that. Seemed to be rethinking a bit, Kenny going back to pick up the bomb. But yeah, if you could flash your way, you could flash your way over all of this. So there's no reason I think that Kenny creased 2 flashbangs. I would have thought maybe they would have just set up a flashbang for Amanek to take that peek on the corner, but maybe not. 30 seconds, and I don't know, they have to make a bit of noise actually wherever they go now.
Yeah, this is weird. They don't really seem to have a great plan or are really confident in any of the ideas they come up with. There's a good find. No head armor. And NATO's going to wrap around. He wants to stop them from getting into this bomb site, but he realizes E-Box is the place to take the fight, waiting for that first player to cross in. He wants to sneak around the edge, and he's got the first kill. Now he has to wait for S-Tag to get here with the AWP.
Yeah, but S-Tag has no... Oh, he actually does get that kill. I was going to say, could have almost lined up to shoot him through the wall. He has no body armor on that side. That AK-47 is going to do a lot of damage, and that was the H he used. Kenny's going to fall all the way back. He's got a great vision into the bomb side, and S-Tag does not have a kid, so he's going to have to be really quick to try and force Kenny into a fight, and he has to win it even quicker right now. We're down to the last couple of seconds here, and Kenny just crouching. He's going to be heading just the perfect angle there. No problem at all. Thought it would be a headshot as well, but yeah, really well done. 2 versus 3 being picked up by G2.
I mean, those entries are beautiful, and obviously Kenny, I mean, he wins that with the mobility. Getting back to the stairs, there was just so many places in that bomb site to clear out, not able to be done. It was actually, I thought that flashbang they threw in the 2 versus 1 against Kenny was great, and it actually would have been perfect. Kenny just had, I mean, just, you know, luck goes his way. He has that giant steel beam that blocks the flashbang from even being distracting.
A bunch of HEs here early on Heroic, but nobody running into anything. Back to a little bit of armor and pistols. So really not the best start for the mostly Danish side. Scandinavian side, I don't know.
Scandinavian. I like that.
It's never been 100% clear to me exactly what defines Scandinavia, and I'm kind of from there, so.
Well, that's good. That makes sense. Great shot from Lucky, and Freiburg sent right off the building. Say what you want about Vertigo. At least it's got some cinematic ragdolls dropping down the, doing a whole Die Hard thing.
Yes, it does have that going for it. Hans Gruber just getting...
Yeah, just getting sent off.
Getting absolutely thrown off.
Oh, Deagle holding the line. A lucky shot here would be huge if he could just find one and maybe thin them out just a little bit. Bomb going down. There's still 2 defenders far away watching the flank, but Kenny with the AWP. He's covering shocks very well.
They're not afraid to lay that bomb plant either. Better to do that than to jump the gun. Oh, actually, a bit of an angle there. I think Shocks could have planted in safety, so I'm guessing he just sort of assumed no one was going to be there. Kenny will shut it down. 3rd kill of the round for him.
And you just got to save this AK. You're going to have a full buy next time, so it's not a huge deal if you lose it, but there's no real option. You don't have a chance of winning this round. Even with armor, there's no kit. So it'll be a 5th round. G2 starting 5-0 on the T side of Vertigo.
Yeah, they're going to be excited about this. I still think this is a very T-sided map, even though I haven't really cast it a lot. I guess
I'm still not sure kind of where it leans myself.
I get the sense that if you've got teams that are equally good at playing this, their CT sides are going to be very hard to get a lot of rounds on.
Well, and also, I mean, the thing about it too is like you won't even really be able to establish that kind of a concept for another couple months, right? Because as more teams pick it up and as it gets played and more teams figure it out, I mean, that's going to shift. It's going to shift just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
5-0. The guns are out. Whee!
Yeah.
Kenny's off to a good start as well, which is not ideal. You don't want Kenny to come out with a hot hand. He's 6-2, Amanek 7-2. Some aggression for the defensive side, trying to apply pressure down these stairs. Some utility work. There's actually 4 defenders essentially here. S-Tag going to be watching mid. NATO is right behind him, but 2 players pretty dedicated to this B bomb site.
Really saves a lot of time for the forensic examiners when the corpse just falls all the way to street level. They don't even have to go up the building. They just like, here we go.
That's the conversation you want to have.
Sometimes these ideas just, they pop into my head and I just...
Yeah, you really need a filter for your brain.
I'm hoping technology will get there one day.
Well,
like a little app that warns me. It's like, hold on.
Yeah, this thought is not fit for public consumption.
Yeah, just try and keep it down.
Lucky's going to stick around at this B bomb site while the rest of the team adjusts over towards A. The bomb is still dropped kind of between them. Middle being attacked as well. G2 establishing presence at multiple locations across the map. The smoke to deny information. They don't even need to utilize it. That's the cool thing is you can just put that smoke up, and as long as you deny information, S-Tag's still able to peer through. It looks like this is going to be a small lurk play in middle as the rest of the team adjusts.
But at the moment, Stavin is the only one defending A with an AUG and absolutely no grenades. And he's not even really defending A. He's actually behind the bomb site, kind of just like, you know, holding stewardship over it, just sort of saying like, yeah, you know, I'm here to see if anyone's going to show up, but he's going to get shot down there.
Yeah.
S-Tag now in position afterwards, but that is such a commonly peaked angle, and...
What's crazy is how slow G2 are taking these rounds. It's like utilities being forced out from both sides, but we haven't even seen that typical, like, throw all the smokes and flashes at A and, you know, plant and the craziness and the spam battles and everything. G2 is just able to kind of, you know, walk in and get the bomb site. So... Heroic's going to have to come up with some new ideas on how to defend this because you cannot just keep letting G2 have it for free, especially without utility. Not even getting kills. All 5 players surviving for G2.
Yeah, but I really think that's going to be a common theme here. Because if you are Stavin in this position, like even if you had grenades, where do you go to play in front of the bomb site? Like just think about a map that everybody knows. Like you're playing Banana on Inferno or something.
Okay.
At least if you're playing it alone, the advantage is that you can see them coming and fall back and warn your teammates and say, hey guys, you know, they're rushing up Banana and I'm falling back.
Oh yeah,
and maybe,
there's none of that at Vertigo.
And maybe I'll smoke it off and buy some time. Yeah, there's none of that. You're just like, they're on the bomb site. I'm dead. Oh.
Well, I think the problem with his position there is that, you know, with that gap in the wall, if you're the only defender and that's the angle you're taking, they can actually get up 2 places and you can't really check either one because you're overexposed to the other.
Yeah.
So you're really giving them a lot of ground to work with. So if that's going to be the situation, they should have, I mean, that late in the round, put a second player there, maybe rotate him into position to help at the very least. But certainly not enough defense being mounted that round. Timeout comes to an end. 6-0 for the French.
Surprised that that Heroic actually won yesterday. I thought they did a pretty good job. So I don't think it's crazy to say that they could take down G2 because G2 have had...
They've had their own struggles, haven't they?
They really have, and that's in spite of some great individual plays that we've seen throughout the tournament. Lucky gonna be able to revenge that kill, so they trade Kenny for Freiburg here. And then the battle kind of has to come to a bit of a halt. No reason for Heroic to stick around and fight that.
Once again, just a sole defender at this A bomb site. As G2 quietly moves across the map. S-Tag rotating over. He does have that AWP. The question is, can he get into position? And this time, there's plenty of smokes and Molotovs for G2 to use. They don't have to go and silently. They don't have to go in on contact. They can set up that smoke wall and really isolate those sole rifle defender. They can isolate Stavin inside the bomb site, take S-Tag completely out of the fight. This is going to be another tough round for Heroic to hold on to.
Yeah, Stavin, I mean, at this point, again, he's got a flashbang. If he could pop flash his way through and fight, I almost feel like that's the best guess. He's going to fall back instead. And that should be a bomb. Pretty good Molotov, actually. Will do a fair bit of damage. And S-Tag to pick off Luggy. So, Heroic finding something that's working right now. Good. Oh, he's almost going to catch him.
Oh, no.
Can't believe he didn't get that follow-up. I mean, Amanek somehow hitting a crazy headshot.
That opens up a play. That exact play that Blame shuts down. 2-on-3. A chance for Heroic to put their first round on the board. And Shocks still alive. Still waiting for the retake to begin. He has the angle on the bomb as well if he wants to come through that gap in the wall. More Molotovs and utility put out by the defense. Here comes the defuse. One more smoke thrown down. That's going to deny Shocks the vision that he so desperately wants. But it's tapped. It's not actually committed to. And now he pounces. He bided his time. He waited the whole time. And he's got it. No chance for a defuse. G2's going to get 7. Nice play from Shocks. Someone was watching for that exact play, and they got off it.
Yeah, they were watching for it, but then when he got off it, he was just sort of checking out the other guy defusing, wasn't he? That was the thing that really confused me.
He was probably coming over, and he's like telling him which wire to cut.
Yeah.
It's like, no, Moro, you want to cut the green one.
Like a Lethal Weapon kind of situation?
Yeah, getting all the 90s action movies in there.
Those are really good, aren't they?
He had to save the dog at the end as well.
Yeah, that was actually really important to me. Nice shot from Freiburg with the Deagle. You like to see that. Yeah, dog making out was important.
It's a big one.
Whole dog biscuit. They run into that other dog at the warehouse, and he makes friends with it.
Yeah, he like talks to it.
Yeah, a lot of good scenes. This is interesting. What in God's name is going on here?
This is a boost and a half.
They're boosting. And don't do this at home, kids. You're going to get your hands stuck in the the frame of the door when the door closes. I've seen it on YouTube. Try not to do it.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Well, it's too late for that, Moses. 7-0. No hands have been crushed yet.
Mine have that weird tingling feeling to him now, so appreciate that.
So I'm just trying to keep people safe.
They don't need this. They don't need this boost because Freiburg's got 2 digs. He's put down by Jax, and now the boost is given up as his rifle transfers over towards the bomb site, trying to get involved. A new angle for NATO, but the defense is getting whittled away. Now they're just down to pistols, and that's all they need. 2 kills from Freiburg with the Deagle, now 2 with NATO. And once again, it's Shocks. This time, a 1 versus 3. He's got smokes to utilize as cover, though. If he can take 1 out, that would be great. Didn't hurt it. Oh! And he found the kill he wanted, but he didn't see Stavin on the other side. Deagles get all 5 kills.
8-7.
All right.
Always.
Just everybody calm down.
So it's all about that optimism. No, that was good. Great shots from Freiburg to begin this whole situation. G2, kind of a surprise. They had more of an advantage even than we've seen in previous rounds.
Well, we've seen Vertigo picked a lot. I believe it was HLTV who was talking about, I think it was PETA who was talking about a lot of the underdogs picking Vertigo to try and get a leg up on their competition. They've actually lost it every single time, and here we go again. The underdog and Heroic trying to use this as a pocket pick, and it's not working out.
No, but at least Freiburg is having a great time over at the stairwell.
He's doing good. I mean, Freiburg's always been, right? Like, that's been his role in all of his teams, especially, and like, he's been a bomb site anchor, right?
Yeah.
He's always done a good job with that.
King of Banana for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe could become new king of the stairwell if things work out really well. It's not as prestigious a kingdom, obviously.
I was going to say, I think you'd rather be king of banana.
Yeah, it does have a bit of ring to it, but I don't know. Still early on Vertigo. Oh, I can't believe he peeked that.
I bet Freiburg's just as surprised he actually cleared the angle in that fashion. That is wild.
50 seconds on the clock.
It's another fake.
Oh.
Shocks has found a kill over at that A bomb site, but he's not going to move forward with it. And, I mean, this is kind of cool. They show 40 seconds, and yeah, they have to be slow. You can see in the minimap, everyone walking on the T side.
Are they going to... Did Amanek throw smoke there from spawn?
Look at how much they just thinned out this defense.
Amanek threw a smoke from T spawn. So on top of the kill from Shocks, like it's going to land at the A bomb site? Or is it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's right there. I just can't see anything. But they're not actually gonna. They're kind of there, but they are starting to walk back. So I'm not sure they're really buying it. Let's see if NATO could buy time here. 15 seconds. No one checking at the back, and that's gonna be a great double kill. That's all they really needed. Could wait for a teammate, but he's gonna go for it with 9 seconds left. And I don't know if Shoxa got that second kill, I would have been a little bit scared. Still, good job, and I mean that could have been a very, I think, effective fake. But it looked like Heroic were kind of onto it a little bit.
I thought it was a very effective fake. I think it just took, I think they missed the window of opportunity and also the route they take, right? If you don't go along that railing, it's really hard to clear that corner out in the back because you have to swing out exposed to the doorway. So this was just like the checkmate position for NATO. Nice patience from him as well, waiting to hear the sound cues. A second round on the board for Heroic, and Jax is going to pick up the pace. He wants to go duel, but the nades are going to come out and the flashbangs force him away. So nice utility usage for Heroic. And speaking of utility, there's not a whole lot left on the G2 side. 2 smokes, 2 Molotovs. That's all they've got for this whole round. So you're not going to see those slow, little bit more intricate fakes. They're going to wait a little bit and hit a bomb site.
Yeah, the problem with only having 2 Molotovs, if they go back to A, is that position that Stavin is in is usually Molotov. Actually, Jax is going to do that right now, so that could be an opening. Oh, no, it went way above. It's supposed to land on him.
Oh, dear.
And that's unfortunate, because Stavin would have been forced to use the Molotov, or sorry, the smoke to cancel it out, and maybe that could have been the beginning of something. Instead, now it's a little bit awkward.
It's extremely awkward. And, I mean, he has to make the decision. Does he still want to go for some kind of pressure at A without being able to clear out that position? There's a fight being taken. NATO brought down low. Molotov's utility finally being forced out of the hands of Heroic. G2 hadn't made a move prior to this, and they've only got 1 smoke left to utilize. Lucky hasn't made his way up the stairs. It's Freiburg and Blame in defense. And now all of G2 coming in. Actually, all of Heroic is going to be your 3 players defending this B bomb site. This is going to be so tough to take.
Yeah, they need just a cracking entry into this bomb site. Otherwise, it's not going to be working out. They got no more grenades here on the T side. 24 seconds, and more counter grenades are coming out. Stavin now checking the ramp over at A and saying there is absolutely nobody here. They know 100% what's going to happen in the next 10 seconds, and they should be able to hold this. If they can't, I don't know what's going to help them.
No.
Jax with 2 great openings in the bomb plant. 8 seconds left. Jax going to pick up 1 more kill for the triple, and they get the bomb plant down. I don't know what to say. Jax turning around. This time the quad kill, and now it's on S-Tag. They had pretty much the whole lineup. They were flanking it as well, and that was not enough for Heroic, and I don't know, that's unforgivable. Now S-Tag might just be feeding the ace here. Jax on the other side, and he's going to get it, shutting down the entire Heroic lineup.
What an impressive ace as well. He was perfect to come up behind his teammates and get all of those trade kills. That is a massive round. You're right. They had no business winning that round, G2. I think there were 3 to 4 defenders at the B bomb site. I think 15 seconds left when that hit begins. That was looking like it was just going to be a nightmare for the French side. Beautiful shots from Jax.
Yeah, I don't even really know what to say. It was 8 seconds when he ran onto the site with the bomb, I think. Yeah, there he goes. 8 seconds, it's going down. That is kind of crazy.
Even checking the flank, you're exactly, that flank was coming in fast, but I mean, on this map, you got to have your head on a swivel in that way. You got to realize that those flanks can be very, very quick, whether it's dropping down the elevator shaft or clearing out a ramp.
Well, it's because Stavin was already checking that A ramp like way before they even started hitting the bomb site, so he knew 100% that they were going to be showing up.
That's the problem, is it's not even like a timing, right? Like, he was clearing it, and at like 15 seconds, like in the round, you have to know the hit has got to be coming at that point. Like, that's like really like the last second that they can use to attack the bomb site, so you can't even really get caught off guard. Let's boost again. We'll see if it comes to fruition this time. And normally on other maps, this would be like, that's a pretty decent amount of manpower dedicated to the stack, but on this, because you're kind of playing retake at both bomb sites in a way, right? Like,
yes.
You're not actually wasting that much manpower because everyone's going to be sitting back anyways.
More boosts.
All the boosts.
We like them.
Boost on boost on boost.
Sometimes triple, sometimes quad.
And you've apparently got a 5-man boost, so...
Yeah, they're not, it doesn't actually... It's not 5 people on top, it just takes 5 people to get the last... It takes a couple of people to get the last person on top of the quad, but yeah.
Here we go, towards the A bomb site. Lucky lurking again. Actually, excuse me, he's beneath, and he's actually just going to start running. Doesn't care if anyone hears him because the utility's going to give away the game. Nice flash peek, nice little bit of aggression from Stalvin. Gets one kill. But Jax is still just on point, isn't he?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed him as a player coming onto the French scene. Yeah, they have to.
Oh no, they're coming back for it now. A little bit late.
Look at the money.
With Jax's position, I don't even think they can actually get into it.
No.
They don't know how advanced he could be.
Yeah, it makes no sense to try and go for it. I did actually tell a couple of teams about that 5-man boost, and I think like 2 or 3 of them, and I think all of the time when we got to the part where it needed 5 people, there was a lot of eye rolling involved. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
so
I'm pretty sure I rolled my eyes when you told me about it.
So you want 5 people trying to like you?
Have you lost your mind?
Some people do make that argument. Heroic are going to be, I don't know, I think sad. Maybe reaching for deeper emotions than just sadness at this point.
I know you kind of just touched on it earlier that you believe this to be a T-sided map, but surely not this T-sided.
No, I actually think so.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. My feeling for how many CT rounds you can get if the Ts really know what they're doing is just so limited. And like I said, I actually think the best thing to do is kind of what Heroic just did, which just to say, let's just try and flash our way forward towards the ramp.
Okay.
Like, I think if they did that 4 or 5 more times, not the same way every time, pick random timings and pick different parts of the map, you probably have a better shot at doing it.
Well, surely the odds would work out in your favor. At some point, it might work.
Yeah.
S-tag with the Deagle, jumping over, spots some information. Only 1 flashbang. That's on Blame. No other utility. Some armor invested. Another boost coming in. This one has to be effective. Like, you have to get this AUG into play. We'll see if it works. We saw Shox earlier in the game clearing out this exact boost, being very aware of the possibility as he creeped up the ramp. Kenny looking there now as well.
Ooh. Yeah, if they go a little bit too far to the left there, that is not going to be working out well. There it is, but he can't get back. He was trying as well. I just want to make sure you don't get wall banged afterwards as well. So a quick trade. Heroic needed to get away with that for free. And there come the wall. Now, are they going to try and go through it? They have 1 flashbang on S-tag. It's either that, or the bomb's going to go down, and then you have to try and run in afterwards. Good shot from NATO. That's going to take down Amanek and actually delays the bomb plant a little bit, and they go for it again. It's faked out, but Shox is still going to be going down.
I think he wanted to commit, and then he got off it once he saw the attack. He didn't actually have either one of his teammates covering him, so this is working out nicely. G2 didn't get that bomb planted while the Molotov was still up on the other side of the smoke. They've got 20 seconds to work with. Kenny not wanting to unscope with his AWP, not wanting to give away the sound cue. That's a beautiful shot. He's going to go for more. Lucky taps the bomb. He fakes it, and there's Kenny chiming in. 10-2 now for G2, and they are finding every solution.
Heroic are going to be gutted. They could not turn that into a victory. They had, 2 kills on someone trying to put the bomb down. Huge delays. Still, they're back in those hallways. Again, they're so far behind. So, very hard for them to do anything there. Nice shot from Kenny.
Yeah, I thought they would have that one. It's a nice fake, a nice tap to lure them out. Lucky knew exactly what was coming because it had been done a couple times before. But, you have to say, beautiful shots from Kenny as well. That flick up later on in the round, but that one to make sure Blame can only get 1 kill with that boost. Deep into this first half now, and Heroic not a whole lot of fight quite yet on the defense. Look how many bomb plants with Ben Anders. 6 bomb plants. G2's getting into these bomb sites whenever they want it.
Yeah, well, that's that whole retake factor we were talking about.
Yep.
So,
yeah, that's a good point. Maybe that's not as dire a statistic as I made it seem to be.
Well, I think on any other map, yeah, you would say, man, they're getting way too many bomb plants. But I think on this one, you almost have to accept it. We've seen some creative plays where people, because the bomb plants are, the bomb sites are so small, the CTs actually wait back, and when they hit the bomb plant, they just like triple grenade.
Triple grenade or spam an angle through smoke.
Yeah, so again.
It's such a weird, it's still being figured out, obviously, but one of the cool games we saw was Astralis playing this map, where we saw how aggressive they wanted to be towards that A ramp, and it wasn't really necessarily successful, but they kept trying to do it, right?
Yeah, and you could understand why. I just feel like no one's figured out the solution for playing that CT side. Not as far as I can tell. I'd be interested if there is going to be a team that will come up with something very clever. Freiburg hoping to get the timing down right till 50 seconds, so that would be too early if he wants that Molotov to really hold him back. Might set up for a flashbang for a teammate instead. He's weighing all the options right now. 40 seconds, he's going to put it down. Do they have any more grenades on this bomb side, though?
The shot should give away the game a little bit. S-Tag was too far forward. He could have a fast flank. He has to decide right now if he wants to flank or if he wants to wrap around. And it's Amanek who's going to flank this defense. He's not going to commit to it. He's checking for the rotations, but he's got to help his teammates get in. Now he's going to get involved in the action. Very low is Freiburg. He had no idea what was coming. Now they know the position of NATO. That's a good job on the flank from Amanek, even without more than the first kill. And Shox has great position to stop this, and Smokes and the choke points. Heroic once again locked out of a bomb site.
I think that might even have been a Molotov that NATO still had in his hand.
Fall.
Do you really want that? There's no heart at all, do you? Look at how far behind they are. Blame. Good. Oh, wow. The turnaround just in the wrong position there, and they're going to get shot down. Jax again, this time with a triple. And another round. 11 on the board for G2.
Jax has been phenomenal. I mean, you think that ace that he had previously with this in a hit that's coming in at 12 seconds, and he's still continuing that impact. He's 14-8 at the moment. Freiburg been involved in a lot of the early action. He is like the first point of contact over at the A bombs or the B bomb site, excuse me. So it makes sense that he's involved in a lot of the opening kills.
Yeah, he's really been trying to give them that advantage, and I feel like even when he is successful in that, it still doesn't really matter. It's kind of shocking. This time, they're going to try and push the ramp. I like this. Might as well go for it. They're going to win that first fight. Shox is there, and again, all of the scaffolding here makes it a little bit tricky to hunt him down. And now they, in turn, might be forced back into the bomb site. So G2 probably could have just said, okay, listen, if you're all going to be here, we're just going to go somewhere else. But they seem happy to take the fight.
Oh, I mean, why not? This is one of the big problems. This is one of the big, theoretical conversations about this bomb site at the moment is look at how aggressive, and Heroic has 5 bodies there. But, like, after that initial point of contact, you can't stay there because Shox can just playing peekaboo with the scaffolding all day long, and you can't ever predict when he's going to come from.
Yeah.
And then there's a long way to fall back and a long way to be susceptible to flashbangs just thrown straight up. You see the result. Heroic eventually forced back, and then those AKs just have so much of an advantage. 12-2 now.
Probably nothing like what Heroic were imagining when they were playing this map, when they went into it.
Not even a little bit. Here we go, Blame. That's nice utility damage. Shox and Jax both walk into a nade, but they're going to keep going forward. A little bit of a flashbang, but the Molotov, they don't have to deal with that position whatsoever, and they force the defense all the way back, and they've also forced a lot of utility out of the defense.
Actually jumping down and pre-firing that forklift position, just in case. S-Tag pushing up aggressively. I think that is another solution. Apart from the gambling your way through smokes, I think having someone aggressively AWPing, that's the only other thing that I've seen work, and that was James doing it over in Jönköping. And
James is a bit of a psychopath.
He is
with his style
crazy.
of AWPing, yeah.
I actually really like watching him play. I think he's... I don't know if he's underrated. He's just he doesn't play enough games that we get to talk about him a lot. But whenever I get to see him, I'm like, oh, that's right. He is really good at this.
It is very exciting. Now, Heroic trying to play a little bit of a mind game there. Molotov thrown in behind the sandbags. That smoke to put it out is actually thrown from the bomb site. So they want to make G2 think that someone is still there. They want to make them nervous and have to maybe use another Molotov to clear it out or check it as you attack.
That's very clever. It's like a next level kind of mind game. We like those. 5 versus 4. 30 seconds left. On a bunch of other maps, this would be considered very low time, and we'd be a little bit worried. This is not really the case on this map. They're going to get the bomb hunt down, no problem. Nice spray through. Oh, and hold on.
Yeah, Lucky got a little bit confused. Shox was spammed down very low, and that means Kenny's going to get called into action one more time. That smoke is going to be a real pain in how he wants to play this, and he's looking for the boost over the top. He's got one. Now moving forward into the bomb site. Bomb is not planted, but he's got that again around the edge of the smoke. It's helping him so much, but there's just too many people to worry about. A follow-up boost comes in, and he obviously can't read that. So Heroic are going to get their 3rd round of this half, and they absolutely needed that.
They really did. A little bit of confusion inside of the smoke, a bit of a team kill. 3 rounds overall for Heroic in the first half. We're going to see how it all goes down in the second half coming up right after the break.
Take a dive before you dry off. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Shit can kill the sick. Real stuff. It's the only way to live. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. Pick up panel to be right on. Yeah. 'Cause no one really gives. Don't look back, I'll keep your eyes on. Long ago, long ago. Doesn't matter what it gon' cost. Never gave you shit. Real soul. Let it take a hit. Hey. Who's getting high on emotion? Look around. People fight all their life for some peace. Yeah. Look around. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. Take off. Rush at the rush. Take off. Rush at the rush. Rush. Take off. Rush at the rush.
Well, here we go. Second half going to be coming up here between G2 and Heroic. And we're on a Vertigo for the first map at a best of 3. And I don't know. How could we say this in a way that doesn't sound like it's all done for Heroic? Moses, what's the politically friendly way to frame this?
Well, you said it was a very T-sided map, and that's all I got. Which, I mean, doesn't mean a whole lot coming from you.
True. There is that. I could be wrong. Often am.
No, I think you're right. It is T-sided, but this is a big mountain to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Lucky inside the bomb site. Flash peek. He wanted to get some information. Here comes the return utility from the Heroic side. He's going to try and get away. I don't think he realized they were actually going to attack that bomb site. Takes plenty of damage. 96. Even a Molotov forces him out into the open. Amanek, the only one left. Heroic applying a lot of pressure here and getting everything they want. Amanek out of bullets now, but Jax has come in and Kenny S on a fast flank. He's going to shut him down. They barely make it out, but he's still taking shots, and Jax has been on point this whole full game, and he's got 2 more to add on to the end. 13-3.
Jax again, coming up really big in that one. Lucky, obviously, suffering a little bit from getting shot in the face, and then...
He had a really awkward round, didn't he?
Yeah. Running back. I'm going to recycle this joke, Moses, because a lot of people didn't get it the first time around. But
Okay.
but luckily, you know, Molotovs don't mill steel beams, Moses, so... don't need any conspiracies.
Yeah, you just, it's Vertigo.
It's, it was bad already, and it got worse, so... Comforting in some ways to know that's always true in life, that you can actually always get a little bit worse.
It can always get a bit worse. Well, Freiburg attacking the B bomb site with the Deagle on that staircase. He was the prime initial defender for Heroic on their CT side, so he's intimately familiar with the angles that he hates. Kenny S as well, with that silenced M4. It's going the way of the Dodo Bird, but still got a couple out there.
Yeah, you know, that's a really sad story, what happened to the Dodo.
Oh, I thought the M4.
No, because they all lived on an island.
Yes.
And then the Spanish showed up at some point.
They were big for sailors, weren't they? They kept like Dodo Birds as pets, I always thought.
Well, because they had essentially no natural predators on that island, they had, I mean,
They just ruled the world.
things don't really de-evolve because that's not how evolution works. But they had lost the ability to fly because there's no point. They're on an island, don't need to fly anywhere. So wings were just sort of a disadvantage. And then when the sailors showed up, they didn't even know what a predator was. So the sailors clubbed them all to death because they thought it was funny.
Jesus.
So that's how they went extinct. It's a very sad story, actually.
That is extremely sad. I actually feel a little bit bad about laughing about it.
It was just a sport, hunting dumb birds that can't fly.
Great.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a dirty little angle.
Freiburg is out. He, on the cover of VLC. I like the fact that those cones are everywhere. NATO. Ooh, sneaking up. He does get the kill on Lucky. That's not bad at all. But I'm sure it can help him. 1 versus 4 still here for him. He's been having a pretty good map, in spite of the fact that they've really been beat up. I think he was actually topping out on ADR in the first half, for some reason.
Yeah, for some wild reason. Well, we'll see what he can do here. Any kill is going to matter at this point. Obviously, would love to get a plant, so you can see him. The reason he's shuffling back is to go get that bomb, no matter how pointless it might seem. Trying to get his team an extra $800. Here's the footsteps. He's got the tag on Shox. Now pulls out the UMP. Maybe catches Shox a little bit off guard with that, but 1 kill in the books. And actually, with the low HP, they got to be a bit careful. NATO's brought down very low in that engagement. He's got 1 more, but still, I mean, this is, I don't know if I want to say doable. It is in a way. He's got to get very lucky, but there's a chance.
The problem is sort of the time and the fact that he has to run. So checking a bunch of corners is going to be tricky. I think otherwise, yeah, it's absolutely doable.
And at some point, this is going to get heard because he has to hurry up.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have time to wrap around. I think he's going to have to make that jump.
Look at the wrong way. Not really his fault. Just incredible effort, actually, to even get that close. 15-3. Most, could you figure this out for me? This chair that I'm sitting in, why is it rotating away from like the automatically? Like, why is that happening?
Oh, without you touching anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you're sitting in it on one side and body weight is turning it? I have no idea.
Wow.
I don't have an answer. Maybe the building is slanted.
It could be.
15-3. G2, 12 chances to close this one out, or at least this opening map. Lucky takes a lot of damage, but survives, and there's Kenny, providing support from above with the AWP.
G2 have really struggled to close out games. I feel like they've got every chance here.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine with this one.
Yeah. Like a lot of ways they could get this done. They started this round getting an opening frag, so they're even closer. Just need 4 more.
Well, S-Tag's going to start probing into that A-bomb site. He's going up against Kenny. Nice opening kill from NATO. Good headshot onto Lucky, and he's going to press the issue. Going to try create an opportunity for his team. He swings out. Shox is a little bit blinded. He can't recover in time. Another silenced M4 user. Jax is here. They line up for him. That's unfortunate for Heroic. That is exactly what they wanted. The bomb was just rotating over. S-Tag, it looks like he wants to lurk a little bit, but he's going to have to pick up the pace to kind of help his teammate. A 2-on-3 scenario.
Of course, there is a second map, which is Dust 2, so that should be, you know, hopefully a chance for Heroic to do something else, although they will still have to fight Kenny, who's been looking great all tournament long with that AWP. Nice shot there from Stavin to take down Jax. Kenny, outside angle, and it's just enough to get that. Don't know how he could have seen that coming. Now S-Tag, the last one left, going to pick up that kill. And now in a one-on-one against Kenny. Ooh, he's burning down to half health. I mean, I guess the orb might not matter as much. Kenny sees that. He's got the intel.
He's got to wait for the bomb plant to go down, though. The sound cue, he wants to make sure Astag is actually planting the bomb when he makes the jump so that not enough time. Actually, he does it now. And actually, Astag saw that entire thing. Kenny's going to push forward. Astag, oh, he can't do it. Kenny jumping on the boxes.